I recently had surgery, and I was lucky enough to work with a very experienced surgeon. She was patient, brilliant, and attentive. But whenever it was time to access the hospital system, she became a shadow of herself. She could not find what she needed in the menu, in the software, and when she did, it took her on a circuitous route. She tried to save a form after filling it out, left the form, and when she went back, it was not saved. And when it was time to show me something in my chart, it did not load. I was shocked that my clearly talented surgeon was stymied by this system. Didn't anyone consult with her and her colleagues before implementing their computer system? She lamented the system, claiming her interns usually do these tasks. But, alas, they were on retreat that day. Eventually, a flock of nurses surrounded her, telling her where to click and what certain messages meant. And they were not sitting in an office with their lattes doing this. There were post-operative humans everywhere, in need of a family member to pick them up or another ginger ale to combat nausea. Hospital record keeping is an extremely complex problem, particularly in a public health system. It is under the dual constraints of being intuitive and efficient. We are now placing the same constraints on our AI models. Whether it is a workflow or a forecasting model, we demand our problems to be fixed. Maybe they are fixed in workability, but what of the user's experience? Best AI practices involve humans, but if the humans cannot comfortably interact with the system through the user interface, then the humans are left out of the loop and we are left to the machines. Welcome to We Are the Machines. I'm Dr. Deitra Sawh. This podcast is for those who want to use artificial intelligence. Through anecdotes and phrases, you'll be fluent in AI in front of the executive team and at the dinner party. I explain how machines learn in the context of human learning and arm you with the right questions to be asking the machines or those who are building your business machines. You will sound like an AI rock star by the end of each episode. Let's get started. UI and UX design play a crucial role in the development of digital products. UI, or user interface, is the visual and interactive element of a digital product. It is what makes the digital product appealing, intuitive, and, easy to navigate. The user experience, or UX, ensures users have a positive experience throughout their entire journey, from discovering the product to using it and seeking support. The goal of UX is for a seamless, enjoyable, meaningful user experience that meets expectations. It emphasizes key principles of usability, accessibility, delight, efficiency, and clarity. Let's think about your user experience. How many of you have been frustrated with an app and completely abandoned it based on the interface? Maybe the colors hurt your eyes or the buttons were too small. Let's do a quick test. Would you rather select an item by A, pressing the assigned number on your keyboard, B, selecting an icon, or C, speaking the assigned number to the item in the list into your phone? Generally, we see answers to this question with either A, B, or C, but more commonly B, selecting an icon, as we have been trained to use apps by selecting icons on screens. In engineering, we are taught about user engagement at the early stages of design. The steps usually go like this: gather information about the user, define the problem, ideate, prototype, test, and iterate over these same steps. In theory, we have to engage the users throughout the process because we need their feedback in order to identify pain points and reduce friction points. There's no use designing an amazing technology that no one can use. I took a look at a study of icon design for a user interface for monitoring patients remotely using mobile devices. The considerations are tremendous because they are building specifically for users. First, they had to consider how it is being used on a tablet, phone, laptop, or maybe even all. Cross-platform design presents challenges. It may work on your laptop, but the menu is hidden on the phone or tablet. Next, we consider who is using it. Old eyes, new eyes, glasses-wearing eyes. Font size makes a difference. in whether someone is able to read any writing on the screen. Next, consider what is being used. In the case of this study, icons are the whats, as the icons are the gateway to access. Matching icon pictures with the function is important, especially for someone who is not feeling well. Why is this being built? Well, unfortunately, the user of this device will likely be impaired from illness, since he or she is in a remote patient monitoring situation, and could risk selecting the wrong thing, leading to frustration of the patient and the medical professional. So it is important that the icon looks like what it should, and red always means 911. And finally, where? Where is this app being used? I mentioned how my surgeon was sorting out her user access in the middle of an outpatient room. While at work, many of you are accessing systems from the comfort of a chair in a cubicle and have relative silence to work through your system issues. The environment in which you access the system is key. For example, if you are studying animal behavior in the winter, then you will want the app and icon sizes to be accessible while wearing winter gloves. UI and UX design are very important in the design of AI systems. Since users are facing a relative black box, it is fundamental to allow users to see into the system as much as possible to gain comfort to use it. The system can have running diagnostics, interactive screens for variable or model selection, and of course, the option to unplug it when biases make prediction go awry. Now, let's take a moment for the human. Speak up when machines are being built for you, because whether you like it or not, that machine is going to train you in how to think about the work that you are doing. And in this way, we are building machines to train humans to be like the machines. We'll see you next time on We Are the Machines. I'm Dr. Deitra Sawh.